right, very good morning and welcome back. After, of course, this particular place is used for heated political discussions. Now we want to move over to, I know today is Thursday and we want to still talk about food. I want to have a different discussion about it. Now, it's all about nutrition and supplements. You've heard about it before. When people think nutrition, they immediately think expensive and yucky. When people think supplements, they immediately think whey protein, creatine, and all this. But we want to talk about both, and hopefully at the end of the show, you're going to be able to understand them more, get a little bit more knowledge, and then therefore you can, do it the right way, right? So I'll allow my guest to introduce himself. We'll start with you, sir.
Joseph Wojtycki. I'm the CEO of Max International.
All right. And what does Max International do?
Well, we make the world's very best nutritional supplements. Our supplements are focused on raising the most important antioxidant in your body, that being glutathione. Now, glutathione is central to your cellular defense. Every single cell in your body is trying to make glutathione to defend themselves against the toxins that you experience every day, to remove them from your body. Right. So all of our technology is really focused on helping your body produce its own glutathione or supporting glutathione's functions in your body. All right, all right. Well, we'll look forward to more discussions on that. And on this side, a familiar face that you're used to.
Well, my name is Felix Okoth, and as usual, a clinical nutritionist from Martha Hospital, just trying to promote your health and help you have a healthy lifestyle every single day of your life.
All right. So I guess let's start with you as well, and then we'll bring in Joseph as well. If you talk about nutrition, basically, Felix, normally when we talk about it, just like I said, everybody thinks about, okay, if it's nutrition, it's green and it tastes bad. So what are some of the things, like, because I saw a scary statistic even just about obesity. About 50% of the urban population in Nairobi, for example, are obese. So maybe we can start with that in terms of nutrition. Where do you think people are going wrong?
I would say people have tend to change their lifestyle in a way.
Right.
And by changing their lifestyle is adopting feeding practices that doesn't really benefit them. It's a quick way of satiety, I would say. Like someone, it's lunchtime and they will go for a soda and a biscuit. Instead of going for a real food that will promote their health, but they're going for a soda and a biscuit. Things that are not nutritious and doesn't add value to their health. And by this, and mostly going for the junk foods, mostly to people who are on capital cities. Remember, people in rural areas, they don't have enough money, or let's say they don't have much enthusiasm of buying things that doesn't add value to their self.
Or they're farming it right there.
Yes.
So they just take it from farm.
They eat more of the natural things.
Yeah.
And this will give them much of the nutrients that will be beneficial to their body. And due to their physical activity, they tend to burn it. They don't store it. And that's why you see people in rural areas, they don't tend to be as much obese as people in capital center or in the cities, let's say, in urban centers.
Right.
So people in urban centers tend to take shortcuts, and their nutrition is much of, I wouldn't say it's not much of health in a way, because they take more of things which are not generally nutritious to them. So in this gives them excess energy. And then in the city, people are more work home. There is no time for physical activity to burn the excess that they're bringing in. And these, in a way, tend to make those in urban areas tend to be more obese. And I believe in 2030 we'll have more obese people and lifestyle diseases will increase. And I would really want, if there is a way to curb this nutrition and other research-based information that will help to curb this, it will be more beneficial to these people. And that's why any information that is geared towards helping people reduce weight or curb obesity and combat these lifestyle diseases is something, if it's research proven, then it should be welcomed.
Right.
Yeah, so be it nutrition, food, anything, it should be welcomed. Yes.
Right, and so when you talk about supplementation, one of the biggest, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong, that people, if they see on any product weight loss, they want to take it.
Yes.
But what is the difference with Max and what you're doing in that regard? Because it's a thing all over the world. Obesity is a thing all over the world, and most gym subscriptions are in the beginning of the year when you have that New Year's resolution, and then we fall along the line and down along the line, and then we want to supplement and we want to take the pill and do nothing, and it will be good.
Right, and I think that what you're saying is very accurate, and what Felix has said is accurate.
Right.
You think about all of the changes that are happening in Kenya, the urbanization, right, which is leading to people coming into cities, which is leading to what? To a lot of traffic. See the way you get to work, the way we got here this morning. We're sitting in traffic. And when I mean we are sitting, literally,
yes.
we're not moving, right? We're not, now we're also forced into making choices with respect to our diets that are really poor for us. He talked about the economic pressure. Well, people tend to buy things that are not expensive.
Right.
So if an apple is now costing 400 shillings and a bag of French fries or a bag of potato chips is 50 shillings, people are going to make that choice.
Right.
So now you have two things happening. You have people becoming sedentary and sitting as opposed to walking, and now you have people economically being pressured into buying really low nutritious food or no nutritious food.
Right.
So it becomes a lifestyle. Now think about the pressure of living in an urban setting, right? So now there's high pressure for your jobs. If there's high unemployment, this is all creating stress, which is producing a ton of free radicals in your body, right? So all of these factors are adding up to the proliferation of obesity. So yes, Max International, we will make the very best nutritional supplements. Absolutely. We will produce weight loss products that will help your metabolism, right? Because when people are sedentary, their metabolism is going down and they're not burning fat efficiently. So we can help you in that regard by giving you the very best bioavailable products. But you have to make the commitment to making the changes as well. So when you come to Max, we don't say, hey, here's the magic pill that is the one size fits all and cures everything. No, it's a program. You have to make changes. You have to commit to yourself that you want to have a long, healthy life. So you're going to have to make those changes. So we will provide you with the supplements, but we'll also provide you with the diet that you need to adopt to.
Right.
We'll also provide you with the exercise that you need to do. So it's a total commitment to yourself to keep yourself mentally healthy. I mean, think about all of the mental stress that everybody has been under with COVID, right? With unemployment, with urbanization, all of these things are all going on. And then, of course, I've had a chance to experience the Nairobi lifestyle and a little bit of the late night stuff, right? You guys know how to party. I got to tell you. I'm from New York, and this is something else here. And that's another level of stress, right? And so you have to have a balance in your life.
Right.
And an important part of that balance is getting the very best nutritional technology. And again, our products, they focus on the center of your cellular defense. If you have low levels of glutathione, you are not going to be healthy. There are 74 different disease states related to low levels of glutathione. Now, if we think about that, 74 different disease states related to a low level of glutathione. Now, that is because glutathione is the center of your cellular defense. And it is so critical to raise that level. Now, what's the problem? Why haven't people raised it? Because there hasn't been a cost-effective means of helping people raise their glutathione levels, and something that people can do every day. And that's what our technology is all about.
Right.
First, we want to say, hey, let's get your cells as healthy as possible. That will then allow you to adopt the exercise programs you need. It'll help keep you mentally fresh. Now, if you add to that weight loss supplements that are focused on the right thing, and when I mean the right thing, it's not meal replacements. Right? There are a whole lot of these shakes that say, hey, let's stop eating.
Yeah.
Well, you stop eating, you'll start dying because you have to eat. You have to have nutrition come into your body. So we focus on healthy weight loss. We focus on healthy lifestyle changes, and we're there to help support you to do that.
Right. So for that to happen, Felix, what is a good, probably like a diet that focuses on somebody who, beg your pardon, wants to lose or reduce their weight? And then also coupled with that, or maybe first you could say, what are some of the dangers, like he talked about, of meal replacement and not eating? You know, guys who do, yes, we've heard of it all, like we've talked about before, intermittent fasting, fasting in general, no carbs, completely fasting carbs. Yeah. First of all, let's talk about that, and then also the diet.
Okay. I would say when one wants to lose weight, one thing you need to ask yourself, how did you gain weight? That is the first question you should ask yourself. And like I always say, weight is a factor there are several factors that will make you obese in a way. We have the genetic factor. It can make you obese, right? But I would say, in my opinion, the genetic factor just make you bigger than normal. Because obesity is also fat accumulation, right? So the genetic factor will make you bigger than normal, but you might not have fat accumulation due to the genetic factor. Because your body will be tend to burn it if you are doing a physical activity and eating healthy. But you'll be bigger, right? Then there is also medical conditions. And in the medical conditions, we have several of them, those who have hormonal issues, such as those who have problem with their thyroid hormone. When you have hypothyroidism, you can be obese, things like that. There are also people on medications such as steroids in a way. They can also become obese, and other medication. Apart from that, the lifestyle now, the stress itself is also hormone. When pregnant women, they also tend to gain weight due to the hormonal factor and the pregnancy. And then the other thing now is the lifestyle. Now, when you take food with excess energy, the excess energy is stored in fat, as fat in adipose tissues without muscles, and then distributed to the general body. So the more you eat excess energy every single day, the more fat is stored, and when you don't burn it, the obeser you become. So yes.
Also, so it's eat and also based on what Voitiki has observed.
Yes.
The night activity, eat and drink.
No, so if you eat and drink, it's even more worse because the excess become more.
Right.
So what you should do is tend to know your caloric requirement or energy requirement, and also try to have an expenditure in form of physical activity. And as I always say, at least 3 to 4 times a week, of 30 minutes to 1 hour. So when you take adequate of whatever your body requires and then burn it out, there is no way you're going to become obese. But despite some people, yes, they don't eat, right? They don't eat full. Let's say someone say, but to me, Dr. I only take breakfast and I take supper. So depending on what time you eat, also is very important, and that depends on your metabolism, and metabolism depends on different composition of your nutrients, like what he's saying, the methionine, the nutrients he's saying, okay? They tend to remove toxins, also help to burn energy and all that. So how your energy expenditure, how your body is able to burn energy is also very important. So someone doesn't take breakfast, this person only takes supper, but he takes soda and chips at lunch, or he takes soda, right? You take soda or even 4 cups of tea in a day, and this 4 cups of tea, every cup of tea have 2 teaspoons sugar. This is too much of intake of empty calories that are not going to help your body. So what you take or eat also matters. And then now, when you take healthy food in the right portion and physical activity, and then you'll burn weight. But let me just add on top what he's saying. The people who have tried losing weight by practicing a diet, which I always say, diet, one, you cannot lose weight without a diet. No matter how many times you go to the gym and you don't check on your diet, you will not lose weight, all right? But like Mark says, from the Mark's Company International, or other companies who also sell supplement, and as I tell my colleagues in the nutrition field, and I've gone to the classes of nutrition, but what people are taught, supplements are bad. You see, that is the information. Even the doctors, they will tell you, do not supplement. But I will say the medical field need to wake up. that the world is revolution. There is a revolution in the world of medicine. There is a revolution in the world of information. We need to upgain ourselves and not say everything is bad. Because even if you take starch, it's just a natural food. But excess of it is bad, right? So supplements, I'm deviating from your question.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. To complement something.
Yeah.
It's a question I've been asked over and over.
Right.
And it's something I've encountered when you try to prescribe a supplement for a patient. The doctor tells me, no, this is wrong. It will give side effects to the patient, okay? Which, in my opinion, is not true because it's only research-based. That if there is a side effect, that is when it can give a side effect. And that depends on the dosage and the component of that supplement. That is the most important thing, the dosage and component, okay? So let's say like the supplements for weight loss. I want to give example of that.
Right.
So the supplement, we talked of diet to prevent excess, right?
Right.
There is exercise to burn the excess, okay? But there's a situation whereby you try, but the mechanism of the way your body burns energy is not as fast. It's very slow. You try to burn, but the mechanism is slow. And that's why, at times, some people are given supplement. Like the Food Drug Administration in USA, there's medication which are allowed for weight loss, okay? And what generally they do, it tend to reduce appetite, or apart from reducing appetite, they tend to burn the fat either in the liver as lipase, or tend to burn fat in the body, okay? So supplements also will tend to help in weight loss. And it's true, they will. And how will they do this? Also reducing appetite by just reducing the hormonal part of appetite in the brain, the dopamine and all that, serotonin, okay? Which is not wrong. Now, what matters is the composition of this supplement, okay? I don't know if I continue. I was trying to look at Max. I really love to learn.
Yes.
Okay? And learning is,
trait.
yes, I love learning. I was trying to look at one of their products just to know does it work or it doesn't work, eh? Let me just check. A minute.
The beauty of live television.
Yeah, it's good to learn, Willis, okay? So it's called Switch, eh?
Right.
So I was looking at the component of Switch, and one of them is alpha-liponeic acid, okay? So alpha-liponeic acid is one of them, I would say, is one of the components in the mitochondrion, okay? So what generally it tends to do, it's a composition of amino acid called cysteine and the methionine. Is it the methionine?
The glue.
Oh, the ribosine.
Yes, ribosine, okay.
Which helps to make glutathione.
Yes.
Glutathione.
So, yes. So ribosine which tend to make glutathione, okay?
Yes.
So glutathione helps in working as antioxidant, protecting the cells, immunity, and all that.
That's right.
So is it not a good component? It is. So what will matter is the level, and what will show that the level is good for your health, the research. So if there is a research to support it, then it's okay. One another component is centrulin. So centrulin is amino acid that is called L-centrulin, okay, which is also in the body. So the work of N-centrulin is the body converted to something called L-arginine. So L-arginine is converted to nitric oxide. So in that way, nitric oxide is a natural vasodilator. By vasodilator, I mean it tends to open your nerves so that easen blood flow. So meaning the blood flow will be easen and also tend to burn some cholesterol and all that. So it also have the one panthenine, which is one of the vitamin B5 called pantothenic acid. So vitamin B5 also tend to help in burning cholesterol and also usage of energy, okay? So we have that and several others. So with this product, I think it's only the component that will help in burning excess energy, removing of cholesterol, and your immunity, preventing inflammation. And in that way,
You make the switch.
you make the...
See what I did there?
I love it. That's why you're where you are.
Thank you.
You know how to do this.
Thank you.
What Felix is saying is so critical, right? It's that he's looking at the components of what's in our products, right? Every single ingredient is in there for a particular cellular purpose. So when he's talking about alpha-lipoic alpha-lipoic acid. That is central to your antioxidant defense system. It's also something that your cells actually make. So we are helping by adding alpha-lipoic acid, bioavailable alpha-lipoic acid, and ribosine, also part of your central antioxidant defense system. These ingredients are chosen for a particular reason and purpose. With respect to switch, it is to get your metabolism up and moving. When your metabolism is working at a high rate, which is what Felix mentioned, that is where you're burning fat efficiently, right? So when you're looking at nutritional supplements, it is absolutely vital to look at how they are composed, right? Has the company looked at each ingredient and said, we're putting this in here for a particular cellular purpose, right? And it has to be backed by research. We're having, Max International, we're having a medical symposium. Felix is talking at a very high level when he's talking about what each of these ingredients do.
Right.
But it is so important that the medical professionals are looking at our products and saying, hey, you guys have put this product together very, very well. Because ultimately, our purpose is to add value to society, add value to the people that we're serving, add value to the people in Kenya.
Right.
Because there's a need. There's an absolute need. You mentioned that in the urban setting, about 60% of the people are obese. This is something that needs to be addressed immediately. When we look at all of the things that are coming into Nairobi right now, one of the things that was really scary to me is you look at the size of soda bottles, right? They're selling soda in these little mini bottles. Right. I had never seen that before. The reason that that's being done is to bring the price down so that people can make that economic decision like, oh, okay, I'm going to buy that soda, which is full of sugar. This is terrible. It is absolutely one of the worst things you can do for your health is sit there and drink a bunch of soda, right? Those things, and then when you see all of the fried foods and all of the cheap potato chips, they are everywhere, right? And then, just pure fruit juice. There's a strong sweet tooth that has to be addressed. And we need people to stop taking these drinks that are full of sugar. We need to stop people from making the selection of the chips that have no nutrition. We know that we're under a lot of pressure here. We know that people are dealing with, when you work, a 9-hour day here in Nairobi, and then you have to deal with an hour of traffic one way and an hour of traffic the other, it becomes really difficult to make those healthy choices and to prepare your food in a manner that is healthy, right? There's so much pressure, but it can be done. I mean, when we think about another staple of the diet, white rice, very dangerous. White rice, it converts immediately to sugar in your body, which goes where? Right to fat storage. And so there are a few things that we have to be very proactive in doing to help make sure that we are adopting a healthy lifestyle and rejecting all of these very quick and easy sources of energy that are really causing the problem with the obesity. And it's only going to get worse unless we do something to stop it.
Right. And so if you talk about the back to the diet, I guess, now, again, because there are these very many cheaper options. So what does the conversation then become? Is it eat less, or like you say, portion control, or are there cheaper alternatives even as we supplement?
I would say, before I reach to cheaper mechanisms of diet and everything, it's also very important to understand what are food supplements.
Right.
So these are just, I would say, they are products that are made, okay, to just supplement whatever you're lacking in the diet. So they can be in form of pills, they can be in form of liquids, they can be in form of tablets.
Injection.
Most likely.
B12, I think.
Yes. that are derived from food, or even the collagen of the skin.
Yes.
That is still supplements, okay? So it will come a point whereby your doctor or your dietitian will say, now with your diet, we have tried it for this time, you have not lost even a weight. So let's try this supplement, and it's only a dietitian or a doctor, and that's why I say to people, do not go buy supplement from pharmacy without prescription. because it's a dietitian or a medical personnel who will understand what are the side effects in this to this person, because and what are the composition, because the composition that research has shown that can overwork your liver or can overwork your kidney. So it depends with the composition. And I tried just looking at the switch. So far, like the ribo, how do you call it?
Ribosine.
Ribosine. The only side effects I saw in it is that too much of it can reduce how do I call it? It can reduce a zinc component in the body. But that is a very high level, which is not known. So most of the side effects are just stomachache, dizziness, which are normally even medication, have side effects, mild side effects, okay? So before you go supplement, just ensure you have a prescription from your dietitian to evaluate your general health so that you don't also have an overdose of it. And most of these supplements, they have their dosage already because they have measured how much you should take in a day. Now, coming to food and supplements together, yes, it will work even much better if it is well composed with a good prescription, because the diet will prevent the excess energy, which we are looking at. Then the supplement will increase the metabolism. Because remember, you can take food, but your metabolic rate is high. Or you take food that you don't know because your diet is not well made up, and yet you're taking a supplement. You're taking a supplement but taking excess of that food. So both of them will not work at the end of the day. So on the diet is that the caloric requirement differs as per individual, and that's why so many clients come to me. Someone calls me, "Hi Felix, will you send me that diet of yours for weight loss?" I don't have it. Yeah. I don't have it because every person's diet is unique depending on your daily activity and expenditure. Right. So my diet, Willis' diet, even if I'm 80 kgs and Willis is 80 kgs, whatever will make me lose weight will be different with Willis, because his activity and his daily job is different with mine. Whatever he eats and whatever I eat is completely different. So first of all, we check on the history. What are you eating on every single day? How many often feeds do you take in a day? What are your portions in a day? Yeah. Then we check where are you going wrong, and then we check what are your caloric requirements. And like I always say, there is a range for caloric requirement. That is, now if I go deeper, I will always say if you should take around 20-25 calories if you're obese, that will tend to help you lose weight. Let's say I'm 90 kgs and the lower limit I want to go is 20, we say 20 to 25, okay? So 20 times 90 is 1800. So meaning when I'm balancing my diet for losing weight, I will not surpass 1800 calories in a day. Then this 1800 calories, I'll divide it to carbohydrate, protein, and all that. So carbohydrate is almost roughly 50% of that. So 50% of 1800 is how much? Roughly 900. Then protein can take 20 to 30% of that. So after balancing that, then I'll make it to real food and make for you a diet. But we always say when you're losing weight, like those who do intermittent fasting and all that, restrict your energy, not exceeding for an adult 15 to 1800. Because if you go below 1500, that will also be limited to you. And what will happen? Your body will start burning fat for energy because it's getting less energy that is required. And as I always say, when your body burns too much fat of energy, the waste in form of ketones are high. And ketones will require a lot of water from your system to remove. And this water, the level of water concentration will go low, the blood become acidic, something lead to something called ketoacidosis. Is an acidity of your blood vessel lead to too much ketones that overwork your kidney. Right. Or apart from that, you are now not taking starch, you remove starch from your completely from your diet. Where is going to be your source of energy? Is still fat and proteins. Right. And this can lead to a lot of protein muscle being burned down, leading to waste of called creatinine and urea, whereby you can have protein in your urine, creatinine and urea levels going high, and affecting your system. Right. So even if you want to practice weight loss, let your diet be tailor-made by a physician or a nutritionist, and even if you want to go supplement away, let them be prescribed by a physician or a nutritionist. So by that, they will monitor you for, like, say, 3 months, and then after 3 months, most likely we tell our client after 3 months of supplement, stop for 1 or 2 months, then you continue, so that you allow your system to rest, your liver to rest, and all that.
All right. So I want to ask a question here, just in case, question of the day. If you have questions as well, we want you to ask them. That is it. It's up there. What questions do you have around supplements and nutrition? SMS 22422. Use the hashtag Daybreak, or you can, Artisan TV Kenya. In case, like you say, you are a little bit scared, if you use the SMS platform, we won't show your name, so you can ask based on anonymity. It's okay. SMS 22422, and then the hashtag is Daybreak. On Twitter, using the hashtag, we'll be able to see a handle. So unless it is a pseudo, you'll be okay. But that is what that is about. Talk about some of the myths, when it comes to supplementation, and or rather, people who do supplementation wrong.
Well, some of the myths are that all supplements are created equal.
Right,
right?
Yeah.
This is one of the things that drives me nuts, that people think, our focus is on glutathione.
Okay.
And it is so critical to your body. I mean, there was recently a study that just came out, I saw it published, that said that 1 in 6 people are dying prematurely because of air pollution. Right? That's an incredible amount. So what's happening when you're taking in the air pollution and breathing it? And we're breathing it here. We see it when you see the traffic. It's just right there, and you can taste it. You can smell it. That's heavy metals and toxins that are entering your body. And it is necessary to remove them. How do you get them out? Well, it's glutathione. So when you look at products that Max makes, our products are made at the highest grade possible. Right? And our products are patented. Our technology, ribosine, there is nothing like it in the world for helping to produce glutathione. It delivers bioavailable cysteine, and I'm sure Felix will confirm that cysteine is a very fragile molecule, as is glutathione. So people will sit here and think, oh, I'll just run into the pharmacist and I'm going to buy some L-cysteine, or I'm going to buy some glutathione. Well, when you look at the chemical structure of these molecules, they will be destroyed in your digestive tract. They are not bioavailable, meaning they're not getting into your bloodstream, meaning they're not helping you to produce glutathione. The only thing they're helping you to do is produce some waste that you get rid of.
Right.
But when you look at our patented technology, developed over 25 years of research, and it's patented, and there's only one place to get it, I say, no, we are a technology. We're the top technology in nutritional supplementation because we are so focused on, number one, delivering bioavailability of a molecule that is so critical to your health, you cannot find it anywhere else, right? So that's number one. Not all supplements are created equal. It's just like not all television hosts are created equal, right? You know what I'm saying?
Better tell them.
I look at us as the way you look at your show.
Yeah,
this is the best. You want to be part of the best. And it's the same for all types of different ingredients. Ingredients are sourced differently. They're processed and manufactured differently. They're put together differently. They're distributed differently, right? So you want to look at something that's going to actually do what it says it's going to do, right? So that's number one. Now, you also want to look and see, does the company and the product actually back itself up with legitimate third-party science, right? We have 44 peer-reviewed published studies on ribosine, all independent. We're having a medical symposium right here in Kenya because we want the medical community, as Felix rightly said, they know and understand metabolic process, right? So we want to show, hey, look at our science. You tell us if we've done everything right. You tell us if it is an effective supplement. You tell us if this is something that is going to be beneficial to the people of Kenya, right? Very few nutritional supplement companies are willing to put themselves to that level of scrutiny, right? I will sit here as CEO of a company. I'm a trained lawyer by practice, went to Harvard Law School, and I would be happy to sit with Felix, a trained nutritionist, to discuss and talk about why our products are outstanding and put them to the scrutiny that his profession rightly does because they're serving the public. That's the number one thing. They want to make sure that the public is healthy. And as a responsible corporate citizen, we have to be able to put ourselves to the scrutiny to say, hey, you tell us, did we do a good job? And that will allow the people to feel confident when they see a Max International product, that this product has been manufactured at the highest grade, that there are no banned substances in the product, and that the medical community where you live has validated that this is an excellent product.
Right, and also just as a follow-up, and as we'll wait for some of the feedback and some of the questions to come in as well. So in terms of, you talked about how like part of the process is also getting a diet, an exercise program.
Right.
So it's different for different people?
Of course.
Okay.
Felix was absolutely dead on. We are all genetically different. Our programming is different. The way, and what that means is the way that I metabolize something, a particular substance, is going to be very different from the way that you do, or the way that anybody does. And so when you take a look at your genetics, you may need more vegetables. I may need more fruits, but that's going to be based upon our genetics, literally, all the way down to our programming of how, some people genetically need more vitamin D, right? So it just depends all the way down to that level. So you have to design your program for an individual based upon who they are and how they're living, and what their genetics are, what their environment is, what stress they may be under, what their sleep patterns are. So I completely 100% agree with Felix when saying people, there is no one size fits all. And so you have to take a look at where you are, and you should consult the professionals to help you design a program that works.
That works for you.
Maybe try on top of
yes,
that.
Yes, yes.
I want to give you an example, Willis. Taking place of a pregnant woman.
Right.
Right? Doctor said do not supplement, right? But when a woman is pregnant, means the requirement is high.
Yes.
So what supplement are they being given? Folic acid. Does it mean they don't get folic acid from the diet? They do, but the requirement is high. So they're given about 4 milligrams of folic acid per day, right? So why 4 milligrams and not 1,000 milligrams? Because research has shown for a pregnant mother, 4 milligrams will not lead to toxicity. Okay? Now, a child who is breastfeeding is talk of cysteine, okay? So cysteine is one of the amino acids in the body that tend to help in building block of protein and also metabolism. So it also helps in the formation of collagen in the skin and then tissues, okay? So in the collagen is whereby you absorb vitamin D, which he has talked about. Now, how do we know where do we get vitamin D? From the sunlight, which is not true, okay? Vitamin D, we get it from the diet. Food rich in milk, food rich in eggs, fish have vitamin D. But what happens with the vitamin D in food, it's called vitamin D2. It's inactive. So when it goes to your body, the body is not able to take it, and that's why you can take food, but the body is not going to digest it and absorb it as required. Yes, you're taking food, but the absorption and digestion is different. Right. So you not get the vitamin yet you are taking it, okay? So and that's why after the D2, you need to go to the sunlight. And the sunlight, the UV rays convert D2 to D3, which the body is able to use now, okay? But doesn't mean the body is going to use all of it. Children who are breastfeeding are not enough going to get enough vitamin D3 or vitamin D, and that's why the National Health Service of England, okay, recommends that any child between 0 to roughly 3 years be given about 8.5 micrograms to 10 micrograms of vitamin D3 per day. Similar to a child 1 to 4 years, 10 micrograms. And for those who are living in areas where there is no sunlight, you're allowed to take about 10 milligrams of vitamin D3 per day. And in a supplementation, we give you 10,000 international units of vitamin D3 per week when you have infections such as pneumonia, COVID and all that, because your body uses vitamin D3 for immunity. So there are areas whereby we allow supplementation in a certain unit. Let's talk of vitamin C. You are able to get vitamin C from fruits, right? But it's a water-soluble vitamin. It will dissolve in your system. So it doesn't mean all of it will go to your system. You might even have it, but your body is not able to uptake it as required.
Right.
And that's why we say any vitamin C supplementation not exceeding 1,000 milligrams is shown not to show side effects, much side effects. But you can choose to take vitamin C about 100 to 200 milligrams per day, still fine.
Still okay.
Still okay. Okay, so it depends with the composition of a supplement and the amount of the component that is there, and is it research proven? And that's why a research, they won't take 2 people. They will take different, like 10 people to do a research, because their mechanism of intake and detoxification will be different. And then that sample will give us a research result. So long as there is a research result about supplementation, and then that is good, there is no need to say supplements are bad. Right? Let's talk of a natural component that we know in our market. You know of aloe vera. Is it natural?
Yes.
You know
natural.
of garlic.
Yes.
Yeah? Garlic is antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, tend to burn cholesterol and all that, right? But garlic can be made in such a way that is not natural on its way, but is made as a supplement. Does it make it bad? No, it depends with the component and why do you want to use it and the dosage. Similar to aloe vera, you can go pick your aloe vera, it's still natural, okay? But it can still be extracted and made as a supplement. So it depends how your body is going to take it. So this quote of doctors and nutritionists saying supplements are bad, no. Let us read more.
Right.
Let us advance and know what is there.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have a question that has come in. Is it on SMS or on Twitter? But let's take a look at it. This is Amos Musembu. Says it's becoming common that there are supplements for detoxifying the body. How is that? Are there supplements?
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
See, the detoxification, is through glutathione. I mean, that's one of glutathione's main functions, is to detoxify your body. The problem is that as we get older, right, we lose the ability to produce as much glutathione as we need because we're not uptaking enough bioavailable cysteine. Right? And so I think Felix will agree with me that glutathione is the key to detoxification. It's the most abundant antioxidant in your body. And as we get older, you don't feel the same at 20 as you do at 30, as you do at 40.
Right.
Well, one of the things that's happening to you is your glutathione levels are decreasing. So how do we get the center of your cellular defense to go up? You need to deliver bioavailable cysteine to the cell. And that's what Max's technology does. And we are the absolute best in the world at delivering that technology. And that's through ribosine. We protect the sulfhydryl molecule of cysteine with D-ribose sugar. And we put that, and that makes it bioavailable. It protects the cysteine molecule, the sulfhydryl group, so that it gets to your cells. It splits off. The D-ribose goes to produce ATP, or cellular energy, and the L-cysteine combines with glutamic acid and glycine to produce glutathione. So when you're talking about detoxification, when we're talking about the air pollution, ribosine is absolutely vital to the health and well-being of people.
All right. I don't know. Timo, ulisema kuna ingine? There's another one? All right, let's take a look at that one. It says, this is Felix OP93. Says, what hormone do you produce when you're stressed? And how does it affect your weight? I don't know if it's just a question. Hormone. All right, I don't know. Is it?
You got me on that one.
Yeah, I know I don't know if there's a particular hormone, but I know that most people, when they're stressed, they stress eat.
I would say there are several hormones that the body produces when it's stressed. Epinephrine hormone. There is also even the appetite hormone.
And what is stress, by the way? Because it could be stress from you've taken too much alcohol.
I will say there are several factors that will determine stress.
Right.
There is work stress, family stress, financial stress, okay, psychological stress, or even general, you're just tired. The body can be stressed up in several ways, and different hormones can be produced. And these hormones can affect your body in different ways. So stress can make you overweight or even obese. Overweight or even underweight, obese,
depending
or
on
underweight or anything. So stress generally affects your metabolism. So it depends how it increases it or lowers it, will be a factor of you gaining weight, or even medical conditions such as cancer leads to stress in the body. So when you have too much stress, they produce a lot of toxins in the body that will alter your body. So, and that's why someone talked of detox. The body has a natural mechanism of detoxifying itself. But this is through different hormones and chemical composition in the body, like the amino acids he's talking about. So without these amino acids or these components of the body will not be able to do that detoxification in the way it is required. yes, it will try, but not in the way. So water tends to help in detoxification, but after the hormones have removed the toxin, then water traps the waste and removes it out, okay? So if the hormones and different components of the body doesn't remove the toxins and put it to water, then detoxification will not be as required. So different, we say nutrients. Let's talk of vitamin A is antioxidant, okay? Comes from food, but there are levels that you require more, and that's why children, when they reach 6 years or 1 year, they are given vitamin A supplement, despite they are taking it from food. Doesn't mean an adult should not take vitamin A supplement. You can still take vitamin A supplement every 6 months, okay? So there are things, detoxifiers, like we talk of aloe vera as a detoxifier. It will help you, but the mechanical of the body is what matters. This just helps you to trap, okay? To trap the toxins.
Right.
So when you replenish your body, have nutrients with more of this, like some of these amino acid is talking about are in watermelon, they are in carrots and all that, but the compound is what matters. So it depends at what point do you require this antioxidant, at what time do you require these detoxifiers, people who have cancer, right? Now, for people who have kidney disease, it's a bit cautious because you really have to know what are you taking as a detoxifier. It can worsen or better your condition. Still, people with liver, you really have to know what supplement are you taking, and that's why the doctor coming in is very important.
Right.
And it's happening constantly, right? We're always under oxidative stress. Right? So you're constantly producing free radicals because we are exposed to stress every day. Every motion that we're making, our body is using energy, and when your body is producing energy, your cells, you're producing waste. You're producing free radicals, and those free radicals have to be dealt with, and they have to be removed from the body. They have to become, as Felix said, they have to become water soluble. And so that's a major function of what antioxidants do, help things become water soluble through a detoxification pathway, right? A lot of that is with glutathione, but there are also other antioxidants that are critically important. Alpha lipoic acid. These are part of your antioxidant defense system. Right, so it is so critical not to, I don't want people to come away from here thinking, let's just take a supplement today and not take it tomorrow. Your body is under stress all the time. You need to sit down and have a proper balanced diet. You need to have appropriate supplementation so that you keep your body, which is your one body, as healthy as possible constantly.
Right. I want to ask, even as we start to wrap up, why Nairobi?
Well,
Why Kenya?
Well, this is a fantastic country.
Right.
It's a developing country. It's an exciting time to be here.
Right.
Max International, we started in Africa in 2013 in Ghana. And Dr. Nagasawa, the inventor of ribosine, one of his primary missions was to serve as many people as possible and make sure that he was driven for us to get ribosine to all parts of the world. So we started in Ghana in 2013. We moved to Nigeria in 2016. We wanted to get to East Africa, so we have now crossed the continent. Nairobi, look at this dynamic, phenomenal, fabulous city with so many things happening. And the people of Kenya deserve the very best technology. They deserve it. And so it's our mission to deliver the best value that we can. And so we are here in Kenya to help with the best technology to help make people's cells as healthy as possible.
All right. And Felix, of course, Citizen Television is always glad to partner with the Mata Hatran. Even as wrap up, tell us a little bit about it. Because we have been partners for years.
Yes.
Yes.
So as a parting shot before
then we'll go. Yeah.
Remember, supplements should not outweigh taking nutrients naturally from food. Don't take your supplements and avoid taking your diet. They are to supplement your diet. So that is key. And the key word is supplements are not medication. They do not treat or cure, but help the body mechanism to fight the disease.
Right.
Okay? Now, thank you so much, Max. So, Max, I come from Mata Hostel, and that's why I wore this beautiful T-shirt.
All right.
I just wear a coat so that I don't look so casual. But it's a very beautiful T-shirt. So, Mata Hatran is one of our hostel key way of touching children's life. So, touching children's life, we do cardiac surgeries for children with the cardiac issues. And this we do for free through sponsorship. So then there are medical personnel that come from India and very good medical personnel who do surgeries for these children who have heart condition. And since 2017, we have not done
because of COVID.
Yes, because of COVID. So we have so many children on the line that we will wish you to support. And by supporting, I'll just give you where you can pay if you want to pay. And I'll give Willis this big.
Thank you. I was wondering why it's been hanging around.
It's so big, and I give it to Willis.
Awesome.
We're going to support. And by the way, I think I'll buy it because I really want to be part of supporting it. It's going to happen on 11th of June, and it's going to be on Citizen Television as well. And so, yeah, make sure you, and it says at the back, I touched a child heart to.
Yes.
That is awesome.
So if you want to pay Max, it's the pay bill is just 526300. When you pay to 526300, then you'll support.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
We
Great.
have at Max, we have a program called Max Gives Back.
Yes.
Because it is very important to give back to the community.
Yes.
So Felix, you will be talking about a Max Gives Back program to work with this. This is fantastic.
That's awesome. And also I've seen some question. Oh, of course, Felix, where can they find you also? Then I go to...
You can find me at Mata Hostel. And at Mata Hostel, I'm easy to find. So just go to their website, call. You want to talk to Felix Nutritionist, I'll give you the best advice possible. But Willis also knows me, have a way of finding me. I'll be able to help you. And as Mata, we really care about you. And as you see, I'm rich in information. So I really take good care of you. And I'm happy to partner with Max in touching children's heart. And everyone else who want to support, we really welcome you and I appreciate you.
And Max, if people want to get the supplements, and also for the nutritionists and people in the medical profession who want to come for the symposium as well.
Yeah, the medical symposium that's going on Saturday at 5 p.m. and medical professionals, because it's going to be talking like Felix talks at a very high level. We are at in the Garden City Business Center, the EABL building. If you want to call us, our number is 0794326655.
All right, say it one more time.
0794326655.
551.
Oh, is that 551?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
0794326551.
Awesome. All right.
That's why you the man.
I got you. As my colleague Jeff Konang will say, no, I'm just the man behind the man. I got the man. All right. Well, thank you so much. I hope that you have learned a lot. Remember, this is going to be available on YouTube later on. So in case you're just tuning in as we're wrapping up, you can go and check it out on YouTube. Find out what it is about nutrition, what it is about supplementation as well. You said this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Garden City, go get some information about Max International and supplements. In general, medical professionals are going to be there. You can talk to them. You know, like they said, they put themselves out there so you can get to know what everything is about. Again, Citizen Television is happy to partner with the Mata Hospital, the Mata Hatron, going down 11th of June, KICC, from 7 a.m. So, yes, it's all about nutrition, supplementation, helping people, and that way you're going to be great. Now, successful people look like you, as always, and the great Manchester United.